It's your girl Slay Queen, Ashy baby. I'm not Ashy. See, not Ashy. Nice and smooth.
These people though.
Me during school, so I'm gonna have a story time about them. So don't try me. You wanna try me? You get a story time. Just don't try me. You don't have a story time about you. So this is about the story about maybe the worst year ever, the worst school year ever. So I had a few teachers I did not like. Like, I did not like my math teacher, I did not like my science teacher, I did not like my civics teacher. 3 reasons for different reasons. My science teacher, she was just annoying. She didn't know how to teach. She always sitting here talking about some random stuff. I wouldn't be paying attention, but I still passed your class. So how about that?
Wretched.
You know what
She wretched.
then she had like a leave, like a long time leave, so she left or whatever, and we got a new teacher. But this particular day, this is probably going to be like a 20-minute video. This particular day, let me tell you, it was my birthday, so I had to glam up for them. I was gonna show out and popping, you know what I'm saying? You had to be popping, So I came into school. I don't remember what I was wearing. I don't remember what I was wearing. Oh, okay. So I was wearing shorts, okay? Alright. I was wearing shorts. And the shorts were about right, here's my knee. And they were about right, gotta face you a little down. They're about to like right here, a little bit up, but they weren't like scandalous, where you could see my butt cheek, where you could see someone's thigh. I mean, you couldn't see any thigh, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that bad, So anyways, I come into school, I'm looking all glammed out. I have my crown. I don't know. It's like a nice crown. It doesn't say happy birthday, but if I'm showing now and popping or whatever, then you should have knew. So, I come in, I'm looking all dolled up or whatever, and late as usual.
Time to rainbow.
I was never on time for school. Like at the school, you can get a detention for being tardy. Like, where do they do that at? Like, please tell me, because it's not my fault, okay? You're gonna give me a detention for being tardy. You're gonna give my mom a detention for being tardy, because my mom is the one that drives me to school. And you can give all the people who are on the road a detention too, because they're the ones who's going slow. And you can give detention to the street lights because they don't want to let my mom pass. They want to stop and turn red right as my mom is trying to go. So it's not my fault, okay? Get your life. Anyways, so I come into school, I'm looking all dolled up or whatever, and you're supposed to give $1. So it was on a Friday. My birthday was on a Friday. So you're supposed to give $1 when you're dressing down, because at my school you wear uniform. So I gave her the $1. This day she was like dress code police, because she was sending everybody to the office. Like, it was me, one of my other friends, and this mixed girl. So yeah. So I don't know if I sat down and then she realized. So then I wasn't the first one to get sent to the office. So she looked at me and she was like, you are out of dress code. You need to go to the office. I'm like, what do I need to go to the office for? She's like, your pants are too short. I was like, no, they're not too short. Because my friend, she had the same exact pants as me, but she wore them the Friday before, and she didn't get in trouble for it. So I think, oh, I remember. I was sitting at the table, and this table, this is where we, talk or whatever before the announcements comes on. And she was walking past and she was like, "Oh, your shorts are too short. You need to go to the office." And I was like, "Why?" Because I remember my friend, she was wearing those same exact shorts. Like, we had the same exact shorts down to the T, down to the stitch, honey. We had the same exact shorts from the same store. And she was wearing it the Friday before, and the teacher didn't say nothing, but she said something to me on my birthday. So I go and I'm like trying to pull down my pants. Not really, because, you know, I'm wearing a long t-shirt, so I could pull them down enough so that the principal could be like, "Oh, yeah." So she said my friend to the office, okay, before me. And my friend, she went, and the principal said that she was okay. So she comes back in the class, and she's like, blah, blah, blah. So then she sends me to the office. So I'm walking to the office, and, you know, I'm trying to, like, pull it down so the principal doesn't say nothing because they're fine. And, you know, I get to the office, and I say, such and such sent me to the office because of my pants. So I have to go, like, in the nurse's office, and I have to sit on one of the tables. And then this other girl, she's a mixed girl, and she's in the same class as me. And right behind me, she comes to the office too and says that she's being dress code because she's wearing long pants, but apparently they're like skinny jeans. Like, you're not allowed to wear any type of skinny jeans. So she goes to the office, and then I'm very upset at this point. You know, very irritated, very upset. Like, I wanted to slap. You already know. So the principal, she's like, "Oh, your pants are too short, so we're gonna have to call your mom to come." And I'm like, no. So they call my mom. They're like, "Excuse me, you're gonna have to come." And, you know, this is around like 8:15. So my mom is already on the road trying to get to work. So we're not gonna do that, honey. We're not gonna do that today. So then, you know, at this point, I'm like bawling my eyes out because I'm just like, no, why does it have to be my birthday? This any other day except this Friday, there had to be. That's why I was like extra emotional, because I would have been like, but it was my birthday, and she ruined it. She's put a curse on me. So they gave the phone to my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, no, you don't have to come back. You don't have to come back. Just tell me no. No, you don't have to come. You don't have to come." So I'm like bawling my eyes out or whatever. And, you know, eventually my mom comes back, you know. Shout out to you, Mom. You the MVP. This is going to be part 1 because I have a whole series on school. So it's in part 1. It's a long story time. And then my this mixed girl, we're like frenemies or whatever. They call her mom, and you could already tell her mom was cussing out the principal. Not the principal, the assistant principal, because the principal always be hiding somewhere. You would never see her. So she was cussing out the principal, the assistant principal, and then the principal's like, "Okay, your mom's not coming. So we're just gonna have to send you back." So they send you back with this like paper that says a dress code reminder, and it says why I got dress coded, and it says it had, and then they circle the specific point so they can remember. So, you know, I sit in the office for about 45 minutes because my mom, because where the school is at is 10 minutes away from my house. So imagine my mom is like, you know, it's 8:15. She dropped us off at like 8. Okay, so she's 15 minutes away. So then she has to drive another 30 minutes to come get my clothes, and then she has to go to the school. So that's 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? When you add up on the math, it's not exactly, but it was around 45 to almost 50 an hour. It was about an hour. Yeah, it was almost an hour. So I get my pants and I leave. My mom brings me my pants and I leave the office. So I just leave because they told me, "Oh, I can go." So I just leave and I go to my first period and I change my pants. No, actually, while I was waiting, they told me to leave. So then I went to my first period and then everybody saw me. I was very upset. And then they told me to come out, and one of the people who worked in the office, they gave me the bag with the clothes inside. So I went and I just changed my pants and I put my clothes into my backpack. So now I'm going back to her class because I have her for homeroom and second period, the worst. So now it's second period, and I was sitting on my chair, and she walks past me, and she's like, that pants is, you need to go back to the office. Those pants are worse than what you had on before. I'm like, no, I'm not going back to the office. And she's like, you need to go back to the office. I'm like, no, I'm not going back to the office. And this time I was giving her attitude because I was like, no, you're not about to send me to the office for the second time for no reason. No, you're not about to do that. That's not going to happen. You're not about to send me to the office for the second time for my mom to come back here. No, get your life. So then this other lady, she was watching our class, and then she said, oh yeah, your pants is not very appropriate or whatever. I was just like, you know what, forget you. So that's part 1 of my horror story at school. I have a lot of stories to this, so I'm gonna have to end this video because it's getting too long, you know what I'm saying? So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay flawless, stay poppin', and slay all them haters. Bye.
Yeah, all these horses in my car got me going fast. I just run through the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash.